Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We are pleased to be joined by Ty Spencer, the head football coach at East Kentwood. Ty, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me, Casey.
So now in year two at Kentwood, how is now we are on scrimmage day. Now we're talking before the scrimmage. So by the time you're watching this, the scrimmage will be happening or already have happened. But how has the summer been? How have the first few weeks of practice gone?
Yeah, summer's been going good. We've been working hard. We've done a lot of 7-on-7s, and some spring league stuff. But really feel good about camp. Camp went good week one, and now we're starting to get in the groove of things and building some consistency amongst our group. So feeling really excited about what this group can do.
Okay, so let's talk about the scrimmage you have with Detroit Catholic Central, of course, two programs that that could do a lot of big things this year. I know that you have a pretty good relationship with CC's coach Justin Sasante, but what's it like going up against the Shamrocks?
Yeah,
Because I know you
yeah.
work together a little bit.
Yeah, I just believe that iron sharpens iron, and we want to go against really good competition. We want to go against really good coaches before the season because we want to know what we need to do to get better. We want to know where we are right now, and not really wait till later on and find out, if we need to be stronger up front or stronger in the back end. And so I think when you play these great teams and compete against them, it gives us a great measuring stick to see where we are.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about some of the kids that you have, the returners, and some of the names to watch out for your team this year.
Yeah. So some of our returners that I'll start with offense. We have, of course, Kay Kaufman, our quarterback, our leader. Um, you know, he's fantastic throughout camp, very extremely competitive. And track has done him well this year. So he's running really good as well. So really like that about him and his game. Our leading receiver, Amon Edmonds, comes back. A shifty, speedy receiver in the slot that has some return capabilities for. So really like where he's going. And Steph Jones is somebody who stepped up this year. All 7-on-7, all camp. He's the twin brother of Donovan Jones, or Elijah Jones, who was our running back last year. They're all brothers, and Donovan and Steph are twins. So Steph is doing a great job of being a receiver that we can count on this year. And we're excited about getting Owen Vanderveen back. Owen is a big target at 6'5", 210, who suffered an ACL injury last year. So being able to get him in the fold and seeing him develop, and he's done a great job. He ran track this season on the ACL, and now getting back into football has been good seeing him. So I like those guys on the offense. Our offensive line, we're not going to be the big sexy group, but we got some really good stout kids that are tough, and it starts with Charlie Nichols. Charlie is a really tough kid. Started since he was a sophomore. Really like what he brings to the table at offensive line. He brings that attitude, edge. He's really smart. And our running back, we have a host of running backs right now with Jesse Phillips, Nas Williams, and Davian Nettleman that have been taking reps there. Even a transfer from Caledonia, Dallas Moody, could be taking reps at running back as well. So we really like that group and feel like we'll be able to run the ball efficiently this year too.
Yeah. Defensively, what are you guys like?
Defensively, we bring back. That's where we bring back most of our starters. So defensively, we have six starters that come back. That group starts with James Jones at the nose guard, all okay red selection. Tyler Mayhew, another defensive end guy for us who was in wrestling. He's a really good wrestler for us. So expecting big things from him this year as a junior. And then on the corners, Benedict Conda, Austin Nelson come back. Um, Benedict will probably play our nickel or corner position. And then Donovan Jones and Major Barnes come back as safety. So having two experienced safeties, guys that play that corner, helps us out because we really needed that. Last year we were inexperienced with those third and long opportunities, so having those guys coming back is huge for us and the secondary. And so really we're replacing two inside backers and our outside backers.
Yeah. Okay, so those are some of the kids to watch out for. And now here's the upcoming schedule for you guys. Of course, starting off August 29th at Southfield A&T. September 5th, home against Byron Center. Then we get into OK Red play. September 12th at Jenison. September 19th at Rockford. September 26th, home against Caledonia. October 3rd, home against Holland West Ottawa. October 10th at Hudsonville, October 17th at Granville, and finishing off the regular season, October 24th, home against Grand Haven. So, pretty tough schedule, of course. Two really good opponents for the first 2 weeks, and then obviously everybody knows how tough the OK Red is.
Yeah,
Uh, how kind of preview your schedule a little bit?
yeah. It's gonna be interesting. We have a goal that we want to be in a conversation at the end of the season in OK Red, and so um, one thing that I believe is just taking it one game at a time. And so we start off with Southfield, and that's a second year coach and Keith McKenzie, who was a Division I coach from Ball State University. But our goal is just to continue to get better. And starting with them, we want to really do a great job of setting the tone for the season. Going on the road. We talk to our team about not seeking comfort and not being comfortable. And so, yeah, we got to go on the road week one. We got to go all 2 hours on the bus week one. So let's see how good we can be in those situations that are not, suitable or not to our liking. So we're excited about that. And then you come home with Byron Center. Byron Center is a great program. That coach over there, he's done good. I mean, they were runner-ups last year in the state championship, so that'll be a great one. And like you said, then we open up with Jenison and Rockford. So I mean, there's no room to rest, and it's going to be back to back. We got to be on it, and so hopefully we can be healthy and have a great season in this competitive league.
Okay, so in the next few days, of course, you got the scrimmage tonight, and then and then you go right into preparation for Southfield A&T. Now we're kind of ending the 2 weeks before training camp. What is the first game week going to be like? Because usually that first week it can be interesting because you don't have previous film from the last week. Everyone's just kind of going in blind. You have stuff from the scrimmage, but who knows what teams are going to really show on there. So you're kind of just going in blind in some cases. So how do you prepare as a coach for week one?
Yeah, I think that's a really good take there too. But I think as a coach, you just really have to focus on those fundamentals. You know, making sure you know how to contain on the edges, making sure you know how to defensively speaking, making sure you know how to fit uh, all kinds of plays from option football to gap scheme stuff. You just got to make sure you're sound all the way around because you never know what you're going to get. So I think in practice you have to put a lot of stress on your team. Uh, go up tempo, go fast, slow it down, put them in some sudden change situations so they can be ready and prepared for everything. And the same thing for your offense. Blitz them a lot, play coverage some days, do some things just because you never know what you're going to really see out of a team, even if you give them a scrimmage, right? That may not be the identity of that team and what they really want to do. So I think for us, we just have to think overall big picture and make sure that our team is sound fundamentally and in shape. You got to make sure, that first week, usually it's hot, but you got to make sure you're in shape and kind of go from there.
All right. Ty Spencer, thank you so much for the time as always, and best of luck to you guys this season.
Hey, see, appreciate it. Thank you.